So I spent about 100 hours playing AFK Journey, and if you're still somebody who hasn't played the game, or if you're just playing it right now, you might be wondering if it's still any good after this amount of time. Well, as somebody who has been playing this game every day, I want to share my opinion about this. Also, you might be wondering, 100 hours on an idle game? Like, what are you doing? Well, to be honest, I've been playing this game even before the official launch. And also, if you look at this current account I'm going to be showcasing today, I started on server 326. So even though my main account has started a bit later than like server 1, I'm still pretty far into the game. Like, I'm at AFK stage 774, I am constantly ranked top 10 in the Dream Realm, we're also fighting the Primal Lord on our current server, and as you can see I'm ranked number 12 right now. So I've been busy quite a lot by playing this game just on my main account. So yeah, in today's video I want to cover every aspect about this game. I'm gonna cover every single game mode I've experienced so far, I'll also showcase my account, and I'll share my thoughts about the game's future and if it's really good after playing the game for such a long time. By the way, this video is sponsored by AFK Journey, so if you haven't done already, make sure to use my link in the description and help support my channel. Okay, so let's start with the first game mode, Dream Realm. As you can see, I'm ranked number 10 right now, which is barely enough to qualify for the best rewards here. And the thing I like about this mode is that it really matters how you position your characters. And on top of that, quite often I would not really know how to defeat the boss or at least inflict a lot of damage to it. So even like playing around positioning was really important in learning their patterns. And for example, if we just let the game play itself while I'm fighting the Necro Dragon, I can tell you that there's a lot that goes into when you're crafting the perfect team to defeat the Dream Realm boss. Obviously, I am utilizing a lot of various resources to stay on top of the game. Like, I check out the websites like AFK Analytica, Pridewin, and a bunch more. But yeah, as you can see here, I actually managed to push a bit further this time with Necro Dragon. And it looks like I even managed to hit ranking number 9 this time. So hopefully none of these people are able to overcome me or at least kick me out of the top 10. Now personally, I've been struggling the most against King Croaker, and it mostly has to do with his insane damage. I would say at least from these 4 bosses, Skyclops is probably the easiest for me, then there's Necro Dragon, then Snow Stomper, and then finally King Croaker. The annoying thing about Snow Stomper at least is that he freezes one of your teammates, and then everyone drops their focus on the boss, and they have to go and save the teammate. For Skyclops, you just basically need AoE damage to take care of its minions, and for King Croaker you have to have really good healing, or at least use someone like Coco to sustain the damage. And Necro Dragon, honestly, I don't really understand how he works, or at least I didn't bother too much reading up about it. I seem to do really well against it most of the time, and it mostly has to do with Temesia, I guess. But yeah, Dream Realm to me is a lot of trial and error, and quite often, the ranking can also change during the day. Because if you do the Dream Realm boss at the start of the day, chances are you will be stronger at the end of the day, or at least very close to the server reset time. Now, the next important mode that I spend a lot of time playing is Arena. As you can see right now, I'm ranked number 13 as a champion. At the start, I was like number 5 or maybe number 4, I can't remember, but here's a screenshot. But as you can see here, I'm getting beat up a lot by other people. Actually, as you can see here, somebody attacked me and I still won, so that's pretty cool. But the thing is, when you reach the top of the rankings, you will quickly start to learn people's names when you look at them. So for example, right now, I know that I would lose against each of them here. Probably want to reroll, which is great because I can do it 7 times per each attack. There we go. I think this guy, Frank, I think I may be able to defeat it. Yeah, I think I'm good here. Yeah, I won. So yeah, basically, at least when you're at the top of rankings, you just learn the people's names and hopefully remember their formations. And you can just utilize this and try to climb your way back to the top rankings. Also, another funny thing I do here is that I do belong in a very strong guild right now, and a lot of people, including like for example this guy Iris, we usually agree on this one thing, that we shouldn't attack guildmates. And it's actually a very common strategy in mobile games, especially the ones that have PvP rankings. Because if you don't attack your guildmates, well, they can prosper better, which means better accounts, better rewards for them, and if your guildmates are better, then the whole guild is better. But yeah, if we look at my current formation I'm using, obviously Aaron right now is insane for PvP, and then obviously you cannot go wrong with Smokey. Thorin here is providing his soul link to, I think her name is, yeah, Carolina. And then there's Cecia sitting in the back line. Anyway, besides Arena, there's also Honor Duel. I do think that it's a cool mode, and you get to try out various characters at their max power level. And for example, the current event, which is still happening, Expert Dueler, I'm almost halfway there. I do have a bunch of missions that I'm about to complete, like for example, deploying Wilders, Lightbearers, Graveborn, like even here I can claim one of the rewards. And I have like 8 days left, so I think I should be able to reach the maximum points to claim this custom skin. And actually, when it comes to skins, I'm quite surprised to see that AFK Journey gives away skins for free. Like for example, this is Iron's new alternate skin, and here's how he looks in the Sword of Misarte skin. And I believe he obtained this skin by completing the Vadusa Mountains. And besides these modes, Legend Trial to me is like a daily thing to check out to see if one of my factions are able to progress further. Now, Arcane Labyrinth is also a mode that's pretty casual, at least in my opinion. It's probably best to do them once in a while. Usually hitting the resonance levels like 160 here is a pretty slow process. And once I hit like resonance level 60 for example here, it's just gonna be a really easy way to obtain these 3 epic invite letters. And yeah, then we have the battle drills. Now, initially I thought this mode was pretty boring, but actually my guild kinda educated me about this mode. Because basically you can start on the left or right route, and because the power distribution in the guild is gonna be very different, usually you'll have a couple of strong players, maybe 5 or 10 of them, and the rest of the players will be like casual or free to play. So for example, the current strategy we adapted was to first like attack these guard stages with weaker players. They spend their energy to clear these roads for like stronger players. So for example, when it comes to this big boss, the Bloom Mother, then if we look at the contribution here, you can see the most powerful players contributing the most damage here. Like look at this guy, he contributed like 115 million damage. So yeah, it's actually a pretty decent mode, and as you can see, my guild right now is kind of winning, but I wouldn't say that our guild right now is dominating the server. Both these guilds' goals and value have been slowly but steadily rising in power. So it's gonna be pretty interesting to see when the next battle drills come by and to find out who's gonna be the best guild this time. But the thing that I actually like the most about this game is that there's a ton of ways you can build your teams, and you actually quickly realize this by doing AFK stages. Like, I cannot tell you how many times I was like messing around with my team and discovering a combo that really works well. Like for example here, I'm not sure if I'm gonna win this if I press the button. Okay, so I lost this stage right now, although there's a very high chance that if I mess around with this team right now and like change their like positioning, maybe even like change the artifact that I'm using, actually it seems like I'm about to win. So yeah, literally just change the positioning of your team and you can progress through the stages. It's pretty satisfying, it's like a puzzle to me. Oh, and one more thing, when it comes to summoning, I really like the idea of the wish list because this really narrows down how you want to build your team. And when we look at the Stargaze station, I still haven't obtained a single copy of Rainier here, but I do have him in my roster. Because you can purchase Hypogean and Celestial characters from the guild shop, which I'm pretty sure you already know about this. I actually think it's a really cool idea to allow people to obtain these highly sought after characters like Rainier. So it's really nice you can start focusing on like long-term goals when obtaining these super rare characters. Now you might be wondering, how did I arrive at this 100-hour mark by just playing an idle game? Well, the truth is, I've been grinding this game pretty intensely. Like each day I would spend at least 2 to 3 hours, sometimes 4, although I will say that the things have been slowing down lately, and I don't see it as a problem because this is after all an idle game. Now the open world is fun to explore, like if we look at my exploration progress, literally everything is 100% complete except for the remnant peaks. And also if you just look at the game from this perspective, it's really gorgeous, at least to me. But yeah, I would say after spending 100 hours with this game, I'm still gonna continue playing it. And I think one of the main reasons I keep pushing further is that I do belong in a fun guild. You can always talk with people, the game is very social actually, and because each day you feel motivated to log in to collect the AFK rewards, you can usually level up one character further, and at least to me the progression has been pretty strong. So yeah, I think even after 100 hours, the game still manages to hold my attention. And I do know that this video is sponsored, but I could easily just stop playing the game the moment the sponsorship is over. However, I got hooked on this game. So again, if you want to support my channel, make sure to use my link in the description and download AFK Journey. And as always, thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the like button on this video, and I'll see you next time.